Hello, it's your boy Martin, and today I'm going to be talking about Man City's magnificent achievement to win the treble. Absolutely insane, absolutely ludicrous, absolutely oopsie daisy, lads, because we're just in a different level, we're just in a different time. We're in this era where Man City have just completely dominated the football to such an extent that they've won in Europe. Man City have always historically underperformed in Europe, but like the last 3 seasons, that has changed. They reached the semi-final, the final, and now they finally won it. So that's just what we've got to say. So Man City, congratulations on winning the treble. They're the first team since in England since 1999 when Man United won the historic treble. I saw the final, I saw the FA Cup final, and it was an interesting dynamic actually. Man City were pulsating. Ilkay Gundogan scored after 13 seconds. It was absolutely insane on the volley. He scored another one on the volley as well, and he could have had a third, but that was disallowed. Man United did get a dubious penalty, which Bruno Fernandes did dispatch. And there was a big goalmouth scramble at the end in Man United's favour, but it didn't. Well, it wasn't Man United's favour because they didn't end up scoring. So that's what we just got to take into account. We've got to take into account that even a team like Man City had to ride their luck a bit. Like in the final, Inter Milan got the tactics spot on, the 3-5-2, which they've been playing with effectively all season. They just won the Coppa Italia, and they just beat AC Milan in the Champions League semi-final, where they scored where they were 2-0 up after 13 minutes. So Inter Milan did get the tactics right. Man City were nullified. They were as useless as they could be realistically, but they still managed to come up tops. They still managed to score the goal. They still managed to have the quality and mental strength to ultimately take themselves to that level and steer themselves into the path where they effectively won the game. And I have to give props to that, because even though Inter Milan did have 3 to 4 big chances, they didn't dispatch it, they didn't put it away. And at the end of the day, if you don't shoot, you don't score, and Man City definitely shot, and that's why they scored. Inter Milan did shoot, but they didn't score. So that's life sometimes, that's football sometimes. So we've got to keep that into account. We've got to also take credit for them overhauling Arsenal, who at one point were 8 points clear. I know Arsenal were losing games or drawing games once they got to that 8-point margin, but it was still a big achievement. Man City have just done something that has culminated into this total and historic success. So we have to give them credit for this, lads. We won't see this much. We might not see this again in the next 20 years. So it took since 1999 and an Emirates Sheikh backing Man City with dollops of money to achieve this. So yeah, I don't know what this would mean for football worldwide. So I know Man City are in the Club World Cup final now, and Man City are probably going to win that as well. So I don't know what this really means for football, Man City's dominance. I don't know if this is going to start an era. I don't know if they're going to win 2 in a row, 3 in a row, or if they're going to at least reach the semi-finals. But it puts things into perspective. I was enthralled and captivated when Chelsea won the double in 2009-2010, but Man City have just won the treble. So that level of dominance is unseen of, unheard of. And I think they won the last 6 out of the last 7 Premier League titles. So Man City are scary. Pep Guardiola has put himself in the bracket. I think this officially puts him on the same level, overall, as Alex Ferguson. So it won't take much for Pep Guardiola to suppress Ferguson, at least overall. In the English game, he still needs to do a bit of work, but it's just insane. So thank you so much for watching this video, and just have a nice time, lads. Just have a nice time, and hope you enjoy this quality content. Like and subscribe, you guys.